What's up guys, welcome back to the DirtNerds Off-Road YouTube channel. This week we're going to replace these nasty wheels with this. So our friends over at Rocktrix saw our last video with the Lexus and they said these wheels are horrible. So they took these and replaced them with these, the Rocktrix RT 112s in bronze. Lexus bolt pattern, offset of -12, 17-inch wheel. We're gonna swap these things on. You guys can get yourself a set too. Use code DIRTDRIVE, you'll save a few bucks. So we chose these wheels. So I chose the Rocktrix RT1.
A few moments later.
So I chose the Rocktrix RT112s because I think they're the most OE style looking for the Lexus. The Lexus always came with, I guess those are split 5 spokes, but they always came with a heavy spoked wheel. So the solid 6 spoke in the bronze, it kind of looks like a TRD wheel you would see on a modern vehicle. I'm always a fan of stock plus. And these fit the bill perfectly. Got the sim bead locks, a nice heavy seat for your bead. I mean, for what we're doing with this thing, we don't need bead locks. When I was messaging back and forth with the guys over at Rocktrix, I was talking about the bead lock. I'm like, it just doesn't work for this application, unfortunately. But you don't really need it with what we're doing with this, because this bead seat is so heavy and so nice and thick. So if you guys have never been around a shop, been in a shop, never done wheels, I've always found that people are super interested in the wheel process. The first thing we do at a shop when we're mounting a set of tires or changing a set of wheels is to pull off the wheel weights and remove the center cap. So the next step is we're breaking the bead. With newer vehicles, you have a TPMS sensor, which Brian just pointed at. You always want to make sure it's on the opposite side of the paddle, so you don't break it, because those things are, I actually just got a quote from Tom. These cost our price $30 to $45 a unit, a single unit. So you're talking $140 to $160 a vehicle to replace them. Beads off, so the next thing we do is we take it and we throw it up onto the mounting rotator tray. Yep, so the next step is, you see Brian doing it, you need to move your TPMS sensor to under the fork, the spoon, whatever you want to call this piece.
Duckbill.
The what?
Duckbill. Looks like
the duckbill. There you go, that works. So that way you're not prying the rubber against the valve stem. I forget you weigh nothing, so you gotta, there you go, and it's just like that. Peel it up and pull it back. Then you pull it up at an angle. You put the spoon under the other side. Make sure the TPMS sensor is pulled back around.
If you're doing good wheels, usually I wrap a rag around it to take them off so we don't get any scratches on custom wheels.
Toss the spoon in there. Pull that whole puppy up and push that puppy down. Bark, bark. There you go. And it depends on, I mean, we're saving the tires. So
Makes it a little harder.
Yeah, it makes it a little harder. Usually if we're just doing a replacement, we're just throwing the tires aside. This time we're throwing the wheels aside. So the next step, Brian pulls lubes it up and pulls a valve stem through, which I always messed up. Or either that or I always used a set of dikes and pulled it by the threads. It always worked. Not the right way to do it. This is the right tool. You can always trust Brian to do it the right way.
Put a rag down, don't scratch anything.
There you go. Ping, pop, boom, pop, ping, pop, bam. Bing, bop, boom, bop, bing, bop, bam. No scratches, ready to rock. If you have the TPMS sensor in, you start with the valve stem on this side. Since we're not reinstalling a TPMS sensor, the valve placement doesn't matter.
Yeah, just start it across from the duckbill bottom, then spin it back into your top bead, you'll be good to go. Now if you have the TPMS sensor, bring it back across, but this one doesn't, so it really doesn't matter. Clean up on that.
I use a spoon. And that's it, tires mounted.
This wheel is not going to do that to grab this. We're probably going to have to do
There you
that
go.
sometime
You'll
in
see
the
it. You'll
second
see.
pan.
It's filling. Just put air in it. There you go.
There we go.
This is the loud part. Hurts your ears. I was at a monster truck rally at one time, because I do that, because
Right.
I use my truck off-road, and I heard them from the pits seat a tire. It sounded like a bomb went off in the stadium. It was wild. Because when you have 66-inch tires with
Yeah.
130 gallons of air in them, it makes quite the noise. Here, not so much. There it is.
It is. His car should be, I gotta look at the door jam, but it should be like between
32.
32, 35.
Yeah, it's
something like
32. Do you have still have the valve stem in there? The
No.
valve core?
This one I didn't, because I have these on my diesel truck, Michelin Defenders, and they always bead without having to take them out.
Yeah. It just
Now,
feels faster.
when you have stiffer sidewalls, yeah.
Yeah. So we swap over there to over here to the tire balancing machine, which Brian's gonna run because I actually haven't run this one before. And then when it comes to placement of tires after you balance them, I always wait to place the tires until after everything's balanced because I want to put the tires and the wheels that require the lowest weight up front because you'll feel your shake more up there.
But these
Not-
ones balanced out super nice.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna throw these on the front for now.
Yep.
We already know we got a good one.
I trust Brian. So the other thing, when you go from OE Toyota or Lexus wheels to aftermarket wheels, you gotta buy lug nuts. Luckily, you can get the lug nuts on Rocktrix website, and they're pretty darn cheap.
They are.
Pretty affordable, and I mean, they're not gonna have any issues with them. They're
And one of the
pretty
main
damn
things
solid.
that you have to on these like Toyotas and Lexuses, this little shank that goes inside the wheel helps it get grab more threads. Because a lot of these wheels have thicker faces now, and this is just one way Rocktrix make sure your wheels doesn't fall off.
Chrome socket just to thread them in to start. We will use black to run them in tight there, baby. Baby. All right, we're gonna go gangbuster on the rest of these tires, and we'll, yeah, check it out. We're something. All right, that was bad. Last tire going on. Zeroed out. I'd like to do the honors of putting my last wheel on.
You want to pop it, Sherry? Actually, we should cut that out. That's not age appropriate. I'm sorry.
He said puppets cherry. Chrome, no chrome. They said don't use chrome sockets, so we're not using chrome sockets.
There we go.
Black socket, impact rated. Son?
Tim, where the hell are the rest of the lug nuts?
They're in my hand.
Oh.
Cuz I didn't have the socket because you were painting it, cuz. Ooh.
Nice.
So we got all 4 tires mounted and balanced on the brand new Rocktrix RT112s. Here comes Tom. Listen, no, that's one thing I'm particular about. I always did, that's a point of pride for me. Ah, even better. Mounted, balanced. Brian's gonna go through and torque all the wheels now, and then I'm gonna get out of here because it's my dinner time. But shout out, thank you, Brian, for helping with this. Thank you, Tom, for opening up shop space for me to get out here. There he is. DirtNerds Motors, Sterling, Virginia. Go check him out. Good guys. Tom's always here setting it up. It's his second home. It's his first home, honestly. His regular home's his second home. Brian's just a kid going through life.
Setting things on fire.
Setting things on fire and going line dancing. Good guys here. They're my best friends. And check out Rocktrix.
Jokes on
Let's not do that.
Jokes on you, Brian. Only 5 dudes watch this channel.
Let's
But
not.
we're gonna put this thing on the ground and I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you again, Rocktrix. Thank you again, Tom. Let us know what the next step in this build process should be. I don't want to call it a build yet, but it's gonna start getting there soon. Let us know what we should do on it next.